Hey, what's going on? So in today's video, I'm going to be repairing a bunch of knot holes that are missing. Basically, the knot dries out over time and falls out. So you can see here on this board and batten siding, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one's about to fall out. This one's about to fall out. So there's like at least 9 to 11 on just this one wall of this house. So rather than replacing all of the siding on the house, it's easier to just repair this and basically make a new knot. So to do that, I've got a product today I'm going to be using. This is System 3 SculpWood Putty from the Enrot system. I did a previous video on this, rebuilding a window sash where the window had rotted, and I rebuilt it and sculpted it and put it all back together. It looked great. So I'll put a link for that video down in the description if you want to check it out. But this stuff is super easy to use. You just take an even amount. There's 2 containers in here. We're going to pull an even amount of each, mix them together, and then put it onto the board and finish it. To do this, you're going to want gloves. I like using nitrile gloves. You can use latex gloves too. I switched to nitrile gloves a long time ago because oil stains will actually eat latex gloves. So I just switched to nitrile. So inside the box, we've got these 2 containers here. I don't have enough to do everything. I just wanted to see how much I had and finish this up, and then I got to buy more of this. So I bought this on Amazon. If you're interested in picking this up for yourself, I'll put a link for this down in the video description. So on the can it says mix no more than can be applied within 15 minutes. So I could probably mix this whole thing up and use it within 15 minutes, but just to be safe, I'm going to take half of each, mix that up, fill the holes, and then I'll mix the other half and fill the rest of the holes. So I'm just going to grab a small putty knife here and kind of mix it up a little bit, because I've noticed that there's a little bit of moisture sitting on top. So I'm just going to mix it up, make sure that moisture is all mixed back into the putty. I'm going to wipe my tool off in between so I don't transfer the putty from one to the other. Alright, so I took about half of what was left of each of those. They got a ball that's about the same size, and we're just going to start mixing it together until it's a uniform color. Alright, so I've mixed it until the color is even, there's no white spots in there, and now I'm just going to start putting it in the hole. Alright, so now that it's full, I'm going to let this set up. This takes about 4 hours to set up, and then once it's set up, you can, if you're going to do this on something else, you could sand it and paint it, but I didn't put any extra on, so I can just leave it when it's done, and it can just be painted right over when we do the siding painting. Now, if I wanted to get really into it, I could take like a tool and make a bunch of circles on it to make it look like a knot, but I'm not going to get crazy. It's just going to get covered in paint, and it's going to blend right in. Alright, so with that little bit I had left in the cans, you can see I filled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 knot holes. So I didn't get me very far. I've got a lot left to do on all the walls of this whole house. So I'm probably going to buy another 2 boxes of that to start and see how far that gets me. Like I said, this takes 4 hours to dry, and then you can paint it. This stuff is great. It acts like wood, so you can chisel it, you can sand it, you can cut it, you can do whatever you want to do, just like you would with wood. In my case, I'm not going to do anything. We're just going to paint over it once it's dry. So that's it. If you got anything out of this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below, and subscribe to the channel for more how-to videos and tips like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.